Respected dear sadhakas, salutations, welcome. Being a Hindu, how can there be a day in our life without our doing upasana sadhanas? How can there be a day in our life wherein we have not done worship of our gurus and rishis? How can there be a day where we are without studying shastras? Being a Hindu, how can we forget our main goal to be Paramatma? What is that which made us forget all this great, grand, glorious human evolutionary scheme and system, which is brought to us by the great parampara of the Rishi and Muni? For whatever the reason that has been lost at the total level, we don't know. It will be restored by God's grace. But you and I, as an individuals, giving more importance and priority to these things, engage in them only, involve in them only. To our fortune, in our morning's class, Taittiriya, tomorrow will continue. What is said is, in the pursuit of bhakti also, Bhagavan told there, Yoga Kshemam Vahami. In the pursuit of Tattvajnana also, how wonderful it was said in the morning, ki annavan annado bhavati mahan bhavati prajaya pashubihi brahmavarchasena mahan kirtya. Just the fact that we are spiritual sadhana, we are doing true tattva chintana vedanta, it is the universe, it is the Lord who will take care of all great, grand, glorious things to be given to that Mahatma. Whether he receives it or not, uses it or not, that choice Lord leaves to him. But then, for the selfish people who are either through upasana or dharma or even negative means, trying to procure the things, if Bhagavan is giving them all, then the one who is pursuing spiritual path, thereby going to guide millions of jivas, do you think the Bhagavan will not take care of him? Therefore, all the fears, everything can be dropped. It's just as good as a highly qualified person in the world or in a country. When the government employs him for a very big work or task, will the government not take care of him? Is it not? Because he is doing great work. You take the example of our president or prime minister. What an amount of security every day. Personal, those army helicopters traveling everywhere so luxuriously. Who provided them? The Lord. Why? The population of 140 crores, they are devoted to their mind. It's the same way when we are in spiritual sadhana, we need not worry about our yoga kshema. Bhagavan will give. Even we can order the God. Oh Lord, I am doing seva. I want all these luxurious comforts. In the modern world, see the Vivekanandas, see the Yogananda, see Gurudev. All over the world they traveled and did such a big, big work. And outwardly, if you see, every of the comforts of theirs were taken care. They were not concerned about them. They were not wanting it. Wanting means it was not for them to enjoy. But the point is what? A spiritual seeker can never lose. Same is said in 6th chapter Gita, Nahi kalyana krut kaschit durgatim tata gachati. The one who is doing spiritual sadhana will never go to durgati, he will sadgati only. In between, to establish us, to test us, Bhagavan may put some tests, of taking away beings from us, things from us, objects from us, comforts from us, putting us to a red hot treatment. The very tough tasks and tests. This is only to strengthen us, like in Hanumanji's Yatra. Not that everything is smooth. There will be every sort of parikshas to test his stamina. So, knowing that, leaving our other cares to God, when we fully involve in our sadhanas, definitely the Purushartha Parama, that also will God, and the remaining caretaking is done by the God. One need not worry. So, in this way, inspiring ourselves, knowing that we are Sanatana Dharmins, our main goal is Paramatma, having convinced about it, let us, in pursuing that, do other things secondarily. Not they are primary, Bhagavan is forgotten. At least after our certain age of 50-55, अब 2000 साल भी जिए अब वही चलता रहेगा सिलसिला जो चल रहा है. But have we discovered the God? Have we did our sadhana? No. Then why not do that? Is it not? Why not evolve ourselves, help ourselves? So this is how the strong thoughts have to come to us, and we have to, without wasting even a moment, an ounce of energy, pursue only Adhyatmic Pragati. So may each of these beautiful things we are listening, studying, may Lord's grace make us receive all these things wholeheartedly. Let these soul seeds be, plants be sown and planted in our heart very strongly, and may we water it with repeated reminders and see to it that it is growing, means our sadhana is happening very continuously, consciously, deliberately till we reach the goal. Let us that way invoking God's grace, Guru's Kripa, Suti Mata's Kripa in our evening satsang today also. First, let us have Bhagavatam, Skandham, 73rd chapter. Again, one of the most beautiful, enchanting chapter for its two main topics. Of one, all the Rajas released. How wonderfully they do the stuti of Bhagavan Krishna. Then how equally beautifully Bhagavan blesses them with such a beautiful wisdom of Jnanam and Bhakti. It is so fantastic, this chapter, I tell you. Please listen carefully every sloka. And toward the end we see the Lord how wonderfully makes all the Rajas, you know, taking their bath and giving good food and clothing and making them feel that royal kings. Bhagavan sends them to their respective kingdoms with all the riches and wealth, telling that Sahadeva, the son of Jarasandha, then tells them, rule your kingdom as you have to do without forgetting me, keeping me as the goal, and toward the end of you too, you just hand it over and come to me. A very clear, unambiguous picture of sadhana or the human life and evolution is given in this 73rd chapter. We will see that. And then in Adhyatma Ramayanam, we will see the Kumbhakarna Vadha. We will be finished. And then our Ashtotra Shatanama Vali. So let us with full dedication try our best. Om. Om. ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तावत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये ॐ मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्त किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षये सूतमहामुनये शौनकादिऋषिभ्यो वैशम्पायनादिऋषिभ्यो अत्र्यादिऋषिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्षरेभ्यो मत्स्यादिवतारेभ्यो आदित्यादिनवग्रहदेवताभ्यो दशदिक्पालकेभ्यो नमः दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः आदिपराशक्तिमात्रे मातापितृदेवताभ्यो नमः अद्य शङ्कराचार्यादिगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराणेत्यासोक्त भगवत भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुपरम्परायाः देवरापरम्परायाः च पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्व व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थम हस्त एतस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठितानां भक्तानां साधकानां सदा सर्वदा अस्माकं सह आयुरारोग्य क्षेम स्थैर्य श्रद्धा भक्त्यादि समस्त सत्संपदा साधना सानुकूलता शक्तीनां प्राप्ति बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य पारायण मध्ये वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः उत्तरार्धः अथ त्रिसप्ततितमोऽध्यायः। ओम निरोधस्यानुशेनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः निरोध अस्य अनुशयनम् आत्मनः सह शक्तिभिः अथ त्रिसप्ततितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच। एन्जॉय द चैंटिंग। ओम अयुते द्वे शतानि अष्टौ लीलया युधि निर्जिताः ते निर्गता गिरिद्रोण्यां मलिनामलवाससः क्षुत्क्षामाः शुष्कवदनाः संरोधपरिकर्षिताः ददृशुस्ते घनश्यामं पीतकौशेयवाससं श्रीवत्साङ्कं चतुर्बाहुं पद्मगर्भारुणेक्षणं चारुप्रसन्नवदनं स्फुरन्मकरकुण्डलं पद्महस्तं गदाशङ्ख रथाङ्गैरुपलक्षितं किरीटहारकटक कटिसूत्राङ्गदाचितं भ्राजद्वरमणिग्रीवं निवीतं वनमालया पिबन्त इव चक्षुर्भ्यां लिहन्त इव जिह्वया जिघ्रन्त इव नासाभ्यां रम्भन्त इव बाहुभिः प्रणेमुर्हतपाप्मानः मूर्धभिः पादयोर्हरेः कृष्णसन्दर्शनाह्लाद ध्वस्तसंरोधनक्लमाः प्रशशंसुर्हृषीकेशं गीर्भिः प्राञ्जलयो नृपाः राजान ऊजुः नमस्ते देवदेवेश प्रपन्नार्तिहराव्यय प्रपन्नान् पाहि नः कृष्ण निर्विण्णान् घोरसंसृतेः नैनं नाथान्वसूयामः मागधं मधुसूदन अनुग्रहो यद्भवतः राज्ञां राज्यच्युतिर्विभो राज्यैश्वर्यमदोन्नद्धः न श्रेयो विन्दते नृपः तन्मायामोहितो अनित्या मन्यते सम्पदो अचलाः मृगतृष्णां यथा बालाः मन्यन्त उदकाशयम् एवं वैकारिकीं मायाम् अयुक्ता वस्तु चक्षते वयं पुरा श्रीमदनष्टदृष्टयः जिगीषयास्या इतरेतरस्पृधः घ्नन्तः प्रजाः स्वाः अतिनिर्घृणाः प्रभो मृत्युं पुरस्त्वा विगणय्य दुर्मदाः तयैव कृष्णाद्य गभीररंहसा दुरन्तवीर्येण विचालिताः श्रियः कालेन तन्वा भवतोऽनुकम्पया विनष्टदर्पाश्चरणौ स्मरामते अथो न राज्यं मृगतृष्णिरोविदम् देहेन शश्वत्पदतारुजाम्भुवा उपासितव्यं स्पृहयामहे विभो क्रियाफलं प्रेत्य च कर्णरोचनं तं नः समादिशोपायं येन ते चरणाब्जयोः स्मृतिर्यथा न विरमेतु अपि संसरतामिह कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीशुक उवाच। संस्तूयमानो भगवान् राजविर्मुक्तबन्धनैः तानाह करुणस्तात शरण्यः श्लक्ष्णया गिरा। श्रीभगवानुवाच अद्य प्रभृतिवो भूपाः मय्यात्मन्यखिलेश्वरे सुदृढा जायते भक्तिः बाढमाशंसितं तथा दिष्ट्याववसितं भूपा भवन्तरुतभाषिणः श्रियैश्वर्यमदोन्नाहं पश्यह्युन्मादकं नृणाम् हैहयो नहुषो वेनः रावणो नरको अपरे श्रीमदाद्भ्रंशिता हस्तानातु देवदैत्यनरेश्वराः भवन्त एतद् विज्ञाय देहाद्युत्पाद्यमन्तवत् मां यजन्तोध्वरैर्युक्ता प्रजाधर्मेण रक्षथ सन्तन्वन्तः प्रजातन्तोन सुखं दुःखं भवौ प्राप्तं च सेवन्तः मच्चित्ता विचरिष्यथ उदासीनाश्च देहादौ आत्मा रामो दृढव्रताः मय्यावेश्य मनः सम्यक् मामन्ते ब्रह्म यास्यथ। श्रीशुक उवाच इत्यादिश्यन् नृपान् कृष्णः भगवान् भुवनेश्वरः तेषां न्ययुङ्क्तपुरुषान् श्रियो मज्जनकर्मणि सपर्यां कारयामास सह देवेन भारत नरदेवोचितैर्वस्त्रैः भूषणैः स्रग्विलेपनैः भोजयित्वा वरान्नेन सुस्नातान् समलङ्कृतान् भोगैश्च विविधैर्युक्तान् ताम्बूलाद्यैर्नृपोचितैः ते पूजिता मुकुन्देन राजानो मृष्टकुण्डलाः विरेजुर्मोचिताः क्लेशात् प्रावृणन्ते यथा ग्रहाः रथान्वदश्वान् आरोप्य मणिकाञ्चनभूषितान् प्रीणय्य सूनृतैर्वाक्यैः स्वदेशान् यापयतु त एवं मोचिताः कृच्छ्रात् कृष्णेन सुमहात्मना ययुस्तमेव ध्यायन्तः कृतानि च जगत्पतेः जगदुः प्रकृतिभ्यस्ते महापुरुषचेष्टितम् यथान्वशासत भगवान् तथा चक्रुरतन्द्रिताः जरासन्धं घातयित्वा भीमसेनेन केशवः पार्थाभ्यां संयुतः प्रायातु सह देवेन पूजितः गत्वा ते खाण्डवप्रस्थं शङ्कान् दद्भुर्जितारयः हर्षयन्तः स्वसुहृदः दुर्हृदां च सुखावहाः तच्छ्रुत्वा प्रीतमनसः इन्द्रप्रस्थनिवासिनः मेनिरे मागधं शान्तं राजा चाप्तमनोरथः अभिवन्द्याथ राजानं भीमार्जुनजनार्दनाः सर्वमाश्रावयाञ्चक्रुः आत्मना यत् अनुष्ठितं निशम्य धर्मराजस्ततो केशवेनानुकम्पितम् आनन्दाश्रुकलां मुञ्चन् प्रेम्णा नोवाच किञ्चन इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे उत्तरार्धे कृष्णाद्यागमनं नाम 3सप्ततितमोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, श्री भागवत शरणं मम, श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम, श्री सूत शरणं मम, श्री शुकदेव शरणं मम, श्री व्यास शरणं मम, श्री नारद शरणं मम, श्री कुमार शरणं मम, श्री ब्रह्मा शरणं मम, श्री विष्णु शरणं मम, श्री परब्रह्म शरणं मम, श्री कृष्ण शरणं मम, शरणं मम, शरणं मम। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। ओम मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्ति अयं रसः, अतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मा मुञ्चत कर्हिचिद। ओं नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओं श्रीकृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणं दशमस्कन्धः अथ 3सप्ततितमोऽध्यायः। श्रीशुक उवाच। Friends, beautiful chapter this is. Bhima, Krishna, Arjuna have gone to that Girivrajam. There was a war fighting between Bhima and Jarasandha. By Lord's empowerment and guidance, Bhima finishes Jarasandha. His son Sahadeva is made as the king. Now the Lord releases all those Rajas who were bound. Then what happened in the 73rd chapter? This was the 72nd. 73rd में श्री शुकवाच अयुते द्वे शतानि अष्टौ 2 into 10,000 20,000 शतानि अष्ट and 800 20,800 लीलया युधि निर्जिताः were effortlessly defeated by this Jarasandha and were put in this Giridroni. Then in the different the valleys in the mountains, etc. Te nirgataha giridronyam. They all have come out. Now remember what a power of that Jarasandha ki 20,800 राजाओं को बंदी कर दिया. No, they also have their own sainyam. All of them were defeated. These are captured and put. And to that Jarasandha naturally, Bhima was not. It was not easy for him to defeat. Only Bhagwan, when he Partham Apyayan Svena Tejasa empowered his with his Tejas and gave the idea that Bhima could kill this Jarasandha. So देखो विलन्स कभी कभी बहुत बलवान होते हैं हीरोज, बट भगवान की कृपा से हीरोज का ही विजय होता है फाइनली. One thing. Second thing, when they are released, when they came out, how were they? Malina Malavasasaha. Themselves with all the malinata, and the dresses were also very mala yukta, because from how many days they were put there, nobody knows. Shutshamaha, they were so much hungry, no food given. Therefore, Shushka Vadanaha, the whole face has become Shoshita, dried and elaborated. Samrodha Parikarshitaha, and tied down into the small places, that samrodhan ke karan paritah karshita. They have become poor, totally karshita, weakened and all that. Dadrushuste, then when they came, they saw Bhagavan Krishna. So this beautiful Rupa of Krishna, which they saw, which Shukadevji, Vyasaji are doing Varnana for us, is for our meditation. Keep a rule of every day at least 3-4 minutes doing dhyana on the Divya Mangala Rupa of Bhagavan. In fact, for you and I, as the sincere Adhyatmika sadhakas, every day, at least in that 1.5 hour time, we should have Bhagavan's Rupa Dhyana, Nama Smarana, then Leela Smarana, Guna Smarana, Dhama Smarana, also Bhagavan ka Swarupa Dhyana. Make a package every day. सुबह 1 घंटा, दोपहर में 1, शाम को 1, दो चीजें कर लेना उसमें. बस keep on doing. Rest he will take care. When to open up our hearts, when to give us darshan, let us not worry. Bhagavan will do it. So beautiful Bhagavad Rupa Varnana is done here. Ki Ganashyamam, he is in the color of the Megha, the cloud. Pita Kaushaya Vasasam, he is wearing the silken yellow beautiful, the 2 dresses, the Uttariyam and Dhavati. Then Srivatsankam, in his chest there is a Srivatsa Chihna. Chaturbahum, Bhagavan Vishnu there with 4 hands. Krishna as Vishnu is giving darshanam. Then Padmagarbha Aruna Ikshanam. तो his eyes are in the reddish color, like the lotus के गर्भ में जो पराग रेणु होते हैं, उस रंग में red color was his eyes, indicating the compassion. See, the love, the compassion, anger, तीनों के समय आंख लाल होते हैं. But in that love and compassion, आंख लाल and there will be ardrata in the eye. When there is a krodha, then there is the whole eyebrows shaking and the bhrukuti bhaga also shaking. That is different. But Bhagavan was in the Padma Garbha Aruna Ikshanam. Ikshanam is eye, Aruna is red. Padma Garbha means like the lotus inside the garbha में जो पोलन्स है और जो कर्णिका है उस लाल रंग के. फिर चारु प्रसन्न वदनम. Bhagavan's vadana, his face is prasanna. Always he is in that bliss of self, therefore prasanna. And because of that, charu sundar. So the Sundara Vadana and Prasanna Vadana, Bhagavan was there giving them darshana. We can also imagine that. Then Spuran Makara Kundalam, to both ears of the Lord, the Makara Kundala Dharana he was having. Then Padma Hastam, he has got his 4 hands, in each one of them Padma Hastam, another 3, Gada, Shankha, Rathangayi, Ubalakshitam. So Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. You can see? So the Gada being heavy, it will be touching the ground in one of the lower hands. Shankha also being little heavy, it will be in the other hand down. Lotus being lighter, it can be in the upper hand. So to the chakra should be ready to shoot on anybody, that can be in the other hand. So, a logical thinking of in which hand what Bhagavan has. So you can't have the chakra in the left hand. So it has to be the right only. And the lotus can be left hand, उसे कुछ काम करने का नहीं. So too the gada can be at the right hand because ready to beat anyone, and conch can be held in the left lower hand. So in this way, Bhagavan is Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, मुस्कुराहट के वाला चेहरा with a beautiful smile in that Ghanashyama Varna, Pita Kaushaya Vasasa. Please meditate on this God every day. Then further, Kirita, Bhagavan having the crown, Hara in his gale mein, all beautiful garlands or the Hara necklaces were there. Then to his hands, those the Kade were there. Kati Sutra, Kati Bhagavad, that Sutra is there. Angada Anchitam, to his shoulders, the Angadas were there. Beautiful. Then Bhraja Dvara Mani Grivam, in his neck, hanging is that Varamani, the most Shrestha Mani which came from Kshira Sagara, Bhagavan ko mila wo, called it Kaustubha Mani, Nivitam Vanamalaya, and looking so beautiful with the fresh taza Pushpa and Patra of the Vana, with that the mala is made, which Lord Vishnu and Krishna fondly keep. Then Pantaiva, when they saw such Lord's beautiful face, उनको ऐसा लग रहा है पिबन्तैव चक्षुर्भ्याम. They want to drink the Lord with the eyes only. Lihantaiva jihvaya, the beauty of the Lord, they want to consume inside by licking through the tongue. Jigrantaiva nasabhyam, as if they want to smell the Lord and take him inside. Rambhantaiva bahumihi, they just want to embrace the Lord and take him into their hearts. So these are the rajas. Whatever the papa they have done, they are caught by their asandha, but they have done lot of upasana also, because of which only these Bhagavan himself came to bless them and protect, save them, and also that beautiful darshana they are having, and all these feelings. Then pranayamur hatapapmanaha murdhavi padayoho harehe. So with the heads bent at the feet of the Lord, they fell and did pranam to the Lord. And by the darshan of the Lord only, all the papas have gone away, or by the continuous remembrance of the God, the papas gone away. Because the papa gone away, Bhagavan came to give them darshana. Either way we can think. So let us also, in the same formed Krishna in our heart, fall at his feet as these rajas have done. अपने हृदय में ही भगवान के चरण में मस्तक झुकाकर प्रणाम कर लो. Whenever the mood cooperates, while listening to Katha itself, we can become the characters of Katha, Bhaktas or whatever they are, and Sadhakas, we can experience it at that very moment. These are all called as the Aklishta Vrittis, the positive Vrittis about the Lord and our devotion to Him, which is the only one, which will sublimate our ego, our individuality, where we consider ourselves to be other than Bhagavan, apart from Bhagavan, independent from Bhagavan. So they have touched the feet of the Lord, pranam kiya. They go, Krishna sandarshana akhlada, because of the samyak darshana of the Krishna. Samyak darshana means Krishna himself is giving samyak beautiful form for darshana, and they themselves also, with all their indriyas and mana buddhi, samyak rupena, they had the darshana. है कि नहीं? दोनों कभी कभी मंदिर में दर्शन अच्छा होता है, लेकिन हम वहां अटेंड नहीं होते हैं. Our mind is disturbed. Some other times we want to have a good darshan, but we are pushed from the line. कभी कभी दोनों बिगड़ जाते हैं. Now we are in good mood because लाइन में सबसे लड़ाई किया, and भगवान का दर्शन ठीक हुआ ही नहीं, हमको धक्का दे दी. But there are some rare occasions where we ourselves are fully, thoroughly, by taking the Lord name throughout the journey in the line, we made ourselves so concentrating, so much dedication, devotion, and desire to have darshan of God. And to our luck, that time the pujari has gone to scold somebody, and we have got more time to look at the Lord. होता है कि नहीं बहुत बार? So in this way, having had Krishna Sandarshana, Samyak Darshana, with that Ahlad, what a amount of joy they got, ki Dvasta Samrodhana Klamaha, all their tiredness, frustration, suffering, which they were having because of being samrodhita, bound by Jarasandha. In that, all of that dvasta, it is gone away in a moment's time. उनको बंदी बनाने के कारण जो क्लम दुख हुआ, वो सारा having had Bhagavan's beautiful darshana, dhasta, it was totally dhams kiya gaya. It is being eliminated, destroyed. Then Prashasamsuhu Hushikesham. So to Lord Krishna, they have done Prakarshena Shashamsa. They have done the great stuti to Bhagavan. Gir Vihi with the beautiful words, Pranjalayaha with the folded hands, Rupaha, those kings. So from here onwards, the stuti done by them of Bhagavan Krishna is so wonderful. Bhagavan's reply also equally beautiful and very practical. Very correctly said things. What did they say? Let us say, Rajana Uchuhu first. Namaste Deva Deva Isha. O Lord, salutations to you, who are the Isha of all the Devatas, Deva. Deva Isha. So Deva are all our Indriyas and Indriya Adhisthana Devatas. Devas are these Dikpalakas, Brahma, Maheshwara, ityadi. This Lord is Deva Isha. देवताओं के ईश्वर है. This is how we have to have the bhavana about any of the devata, rupa, nama we are worshipping. Namaste Deva Isha. One. Second, Prapanna Arti Hara. Oh Lord, you are the Arti Hara, remover of the Arti of those who do prapatti to you. So is it not a very good thought for us to carry in our heart? So now whatever Arti we have, Dhanahani Arti or Janahani Arti or Kirti Hani Arti, कुछ भी हो सकता है. Or maybe if you are mentioned, the spiritual vision has not yet come, clarity has not yet come, conviction has not yet come, sadhana is not happening well. Therefore, that arti of inability of sadhana. Is it not? Spiritual seekers होने के नाते हमको ऐसा आरती होना है. प्रपन्न आरती हर. Bhagavan will remove that prapanno ka arti ko. He will remove the distress. He will remove the dukkha. So they know it. Because they did Prabhakti, sent that ambassador or the Duta. Therefore Bhagavan came and made the Bhima kill Jarasandha and unka arti nikal di. It's a practical for them. It is not a prayer in the present for a result in the future. For them it has already happened. With prapannata they surrender to God. Arti Bhagavan ne unka nikal diya. Then Avyayaha. In this way Bhagavan, removing the arti of prapanna people, he is Avyaya. He is never tired or exhausted. Never gets bored. By his nature also he is Avyaya. So Namaste Deva Devesha Prapanna Hara Avyaya. Then Prapannan Pahinaha Krishna. Naha we all Prapannan have surrendered to you. Pahi. Please protect all of us. Take care of us. Nirvinnan. And where are we now? Nirved ho gaya humko. We have got the Nirveda, complete Vairagya. Paravairagya kaise hai usko. From what you got Nirveda? Ghora Samsrute hai. This terrible, unending samsara of birth and death in thousands of yonis. Between birth and death, going through all inner and outer calamities. We have got Nirveda from it. We just say enough of it. So you and I also, what life we are going through, see the limitations in it. So to see the life of others, human, animal, plant, none of them are so gracious or great to talk about. Go a little higher, the devatas and all of them, they might be having better bhoga than us, but they too are having samsara, the fear of losing everything. So in this way, iha para bhoga ichcha rahityam. Any of the things I am given or I get, all of them are giving me the limited sukha only. I don't want that. I want you. I want permanent bhakti and mukti. In this type of mood when we are there, it is called as nirveda mayat. Like Arjuna. Na kangshe vijayam Krishna, na sa rajyam kangshe, na sukhani kangshe. Kim na rajyena govinda, kim bhogena, jivitena va kim. He has got such a nirveda. Seeing that mood in Arjuna, Bhagavan gave the entire Gita Jnana. So these people, when they were tied down in that place, instead of more and more worried about how to kill this Jarasandha or how to come out and enjoy our kingdom, they contemplated. In that contemplation, they understood key will be only two places. Either the kings bound by Jarasandha or the binding king Jarasandha. In both cases, we are not at all reaching the highest. This is a Ghora Samsara only. So we want something permanent and higher and nobler. So that way they have come to that thinking and decision. Why the criminals are put in jail so that they can think, decide that what they have done is wrong, so that they can come out of those things. In our life also, whenever the arti comes, that dukkha should lead to vairagya and sharanagati to Bhagavan, seeking the permanent Paramatma, the mumukshata jignasa, then that bad experience has been the real blessing of the Lord. This is what they are going to say in our next shloka. We can see. So right now, so they say, कि प्रपन्नान पाहिनः कृष्ण निर्विणान घोर संस्कृते. From this घोर samsara sagara, we got nirveda and we want to come out. We know we can't come out with our efforts. Valley may, floods may, with our choice we can fall, but we cannot come out of it by our effort. We need the blessings, help of the NDRF or Bhagwan ki kripa chahiye. So therefore they are asking from the Gora Samsara, we got Nirveda, we want to come out. Please, Pahi, protect Karo Prapannan, we have surrendered to you. So you and I also can feel that. Oh Lord Krishna, I am surrendering at your feet. I got the Nirveda from this Gora Samsara. Please protect me by taking me out of this Samsara, by giving me the Atma Jnana and Sharanagati to you, such a way that I am no more identified with the Upadhi, no more any delusion that the upadhis and the world is real. No more any ignorance of the self. In the knowledge of the blissful self, let me revel. पूछ लो अभी भगवान will say तथास्तु. Then they say कि न एनम नाथ अन्वसूयामः मागधम. Hey Madhusudana, hey Natha, hey Madhusudana, oh Lord, oh Madhusudana, we are not hating, we are not finding fault with this Magadha Raja Jarasandha. One thing. Second is, even Rajya Chuti. Even we are lost the Rajya and became, bandis in his hands. About that also, we are not worried. चाहे राजपद से च्युति हो गई हमारी और बंदी खाने में आ गए. About both, we are not at all miserable now. We are not at all cursing Jarasandha or feeling bad about us. Because what? Because of the happening of these two. Ki anugraho yad bhavataha. It is, and it's both ways. It is your anugraha that we are removed from the kingdom. It is your anugraha that we are bound by Jarasandha. These two anugrahas you gave us to give the main anugraha that you yourself will come and release us from Jarasandha. More than that, you give us such a divya rupa darshanam. देखो, they will say in the next few shlokas, very powerful. That's why I said very contemplative, informative, these things. So, the anugraho yad bhavataha rajnyam rajya chuti vibho. So, we kings have lost our rajyam. This is your anugraha. We are caught by the Jarasandha. That also is your anugraha. You know why? Before this happened, how terribly arrogant we were. They are shamelessly, without hesitation, they are putting in front of the Lord, they are confessing. That is the most beautiful thing. In front of the Lord, confessing all the mistakes. In front of the Guru, expressing the ignorance and wanting to have the jnanam. We should never miss to. In front of the world, the seva bhava. In front of our own relatives, friends, the krutagnata bhava. This is how the qualities protect us from ourselves. Now they are saying, ki Rajya Aishwarya Mada Unnadaha. Rajya, the kingdom, Aishwarya, the power and wealth. Because of these two, Mada, arrogance, Unnadaha, हमारा स्तर इतना ऊपर चढ़ा हुआ था. Because of which, na shreya vindate nrupaha. We, the kings, were not knowing where is the shreyas. That is in your devotion, in knowing the truth. We are never aware of that because we are unnadhamadaha, because of Rajya and Shri, Rajya and Aishwarya. Look at all the rich people, all big, big powered people, how to enjoy this richness and power. They are busy in that. Where is the Shreyas? They don't know. Understood? Not only the multi-millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, crorepati, you and I also, if this much wealth is given to us, we are busy in that Shri, that Sampada, where to invest and grow it or where to spend it and enjoy. Whether somebody is thinking about spending 100 rupees to enjoy, somebody is thinking to spend and enjoy 100 million rupees. Both of them are forgetting what is Shreyas. The amount of money may be different, the indulgences may be different, but the common thing is what? Ki na Shreya vindate. What is Shreyas, the Paramatma Prapti? That is forgotten. That is why the ऋषि मुनि पूरे घर को छोड़कर ऐसे जंगल में जाते रहते थे. There is nothing for them to think about or entertain. Because the more objects we are around, having around, we try to indulge in them out of obligation or whatever, because of which the Shreya, which is in our spiritual sadhana and evolution, we forget it. Therefore, they are saying we being kings have forgotten the real Shreyas is in Bhakti Jnanam, because we are Rajya Aishwarya Unnadha Madaha. Very arrogant at the highest level because of being a king and having power over so many subjects, the world, like the politicians, you can see them. Then, Tan Maya Mohitaha. Huh? By deluded by your Maya, Anitya Manyate Sampada Achalaha. All these Anitya Rajya Ityadi, we thought it to be the real Sampada, and we thought that that will be Achala. है ना? हमेशा रहेगा ये संपदा और ये रियल है. ऐसे arrogance में हम थे, and your grace it was that you kicked us out of kingdom. You took away all our Rajya and Aishwarya, and not only that, we with our arrogance earlier used to put the people behind the bars. We are put now in these caves by this Jarasandha. It is your grace to make us know that how we were arrogant with our powers and all of that, and forgetting where is our श्रेयस. देखो बढ़िया सा है कि नहीं. दोनों बातें है ना, थोड़ा बुरा नहीं समझना उसको कि जब भगवान हमको ना नीचे गिराते हैं ना घसीट कर, दोनों करते हैं वो करके एक अपना अपना औकात समझाते हैं दूसरा हमको अपने तरफ मोड़ते हैं. इज इट नॉट? अब इन राजाओं को अपना औकात पता चला ना, keeping him away from his wife and children and whole kingdom, they are thrown in that valley. फटे पुराने कपड़े, खाना नहीं है खाने को, सांस नहीं है सही तरह लेने को. They have become thin, lean, dilapidated. राज्य ऐश्वर्य मद उन्नत. So they are not cursing the Lord, they are thanking the Lord. It is your grace that when we are arrogant and forgetting the Shreyas of your bhakti, you have blessed us by pulling us down from the Rajya Ishwarya and put us in that Bandikhana. Thank you, Lord. We have understood all that. Therefore, from this Ghora Samsara, we got Nirvedam. See, Pariksha Lokan Karmachitan Brahmana Nirvedamayatu. So these rajas have got Nirvedam. Na aste akrutha krutena. That is the last line. Anityaha manyate sampadaha achalaha. These sampadas which are anitya, we went on thinking that is achala. I'll be always in that position and post. Remember, not only the kingdom of the kings and their Aishwarya, you and I, even as an ordinary human being, the power, the position, the love we get from people, or even the health of the body, longevity, we just are in a notion that is going to be permanent and lavishly squander that. Every moment of our life, we are only going near to death only. If somebody is sensitive about it, will he waste even a moment for anything other than Bhagavad sadhana, Bhagavad Prapti sadhana? That is what are the lessons we have to learn through these stories of Bhagavad Ramayana ityadi. They clearly are saying, Rajya Ishwarya Mada Unnadaha. Na Shreyaham Indate Nrupaha. No Raja knows what is the Shreyas inner because of the arrogance. The intoxication of the power. intoxication that 100 people are listening to me, doing namaskar to me. It's very terrible, huh? Not only to the kings it is there, even the rishi, the brahmana, मतलब जितने संत महात्मा मतलब उनको फॉलोअर्स है मानो. No, when they grow in age, the new Mahatmas come, then the like ants, the devotees will flock around them. No, the Naya market में आया बाबा. तो देखो पुराने वाले बाबा को नो, then he will feel I am left alone. If at all, he is in that mood of arrogance or ego that I was having so many followers. If he knows that it is Ishwara Leela, whether 10,000 people are there around me, whether I am all alone, I am with my own Lord. In this way, the one truly understands sadhana and all, he doesn't bother. Sangaratova Sangavihinaha Yasya Chittam Brahmani Ramate Nandati Nandati Nandatyeva. But others, you understand? And some wise people, by their own choice, they give up. That is the highest wisdom. What is it? Not allowing me to remember my Lord in the heart, just they leave and go. Beautiful, no? So they are in fact thanking the Krishna for all that. Tanvaya mohitaha anitya manyate sampadaha achalaha. All the sampadas which are otherwise anitya, we consider them as achala. And we were holding on to it. Real Shreyas we are forgetting. Thank God we are kicked out of kingdom. हमको अपना अवकाश पता चला अभी. Therefore, whether we are in sampada or no sampada, power or no power, our drushti will be only on Paramatma. No compromise. Now they are giving the Vedantic example. Murga Trushnam, the mirage water, yatha balaha manyante udakashayam. Like the childish people think that there is a water to drink. Evam, in this way, vaikarikim mayam. Maya ka vikara. Vaikarik means vikara. Maya, it has three gunas. In that samya avastha of the three gunas of the Maya, no world is expressed. By Bhagavan's sankalpa, in the samya avastha of the Maya, when there is sankshobha created, then that Maya gets differentiated into three gunas. Then from the triguna vikara, the entire world is created. Clear? So, the Vaikariki Mayam Ayuktaha, those who are not steadfast, those who have not studied Shastra, those who are not blessed by the Guru and God, those who have not understood the chal of the Maya, they all think of Vastu Chakshate, Ayuktaha, unintelligent people. The Maya Vikara Rupi is Jagat ko, Vastu means reality, Chakshate means they consider. Like the children consider there is a water in Mrugatushna. Now, how true it is, how clear the expression it. Are we not running behind things and beings now with the idea that they are real so much? So much deluded we are. Like the children going for water, thinking that there is water in Mrugatrishna. So too we are all. How, if we don't know, if we accept the world to be mithya and real, even one thought should not go for the world. है कि नहीं? एक वृत्ति भी जगत के किसी वस्तु व्यक्ति विशेष के लिए में होना ही नहीं चाहिए था. Why do you think about the mithya jagat? But we are taking it as real. Though we are also bala. See, same word in Upanishad. Katha. Na samparayah pratibhati balam. Pramadyantam vittamohena mudham. Ayam loka nasti para iti mani punah punah vasam apadyate me. How clearly Yamaraj says that. Thank you to the Rajas that they are teaching us such a lesson in a simple language. मृगतृष्णिका को रियल समझते, माया के विकार है पूरा जगत. We are taking it as real and forgetting the reality, Bhagavan. So let us allow these thoughts to sink in us. With so many years of our study and all, if this minimum transformation doesn't happen in us, लानत है हमारे सत्संगों के लिए, हमारे रेगुलर क्लास आने के लिए और मुझे बोलने के लिए. Is it not? If from this mithya jagat we are not deliberately, consciously retrieving and withdrawing, then we are insulting the God's grace which has come in the form of these satsangas. Only then we can vigorously, with vibration, full actively, dynamically, we can involve in those sadhanas which reveal the truth to us, the true sadhaka's lakshana. So let us pray at this very moment for 10 seconds. Bhagavan, you are giving us chance to study Shastras. These salient beautiful thoughts, may we experience them, may we live those thoughts. Mainly, this माया के विकार वाला जगत के प्रति हमारा सत्यता का आस्था ना रहे. May we discover you alone is the reality. May we put our efforts to reach you only. Oh Bhagavan, say tathastu. In that way. Now, Vayam, they are talking about themselves to Krishna. Pura, Pura means before we were captured by Jarasandha, Srimada Nashta Drushtaya. Our Drushtis were destroyed because of Sri Mada. Sri means wealth, power. Mada means arrogance. With the power and wealth of being kings, our Drushti was destroyed. And then what we were doing, they are telling to Krishna honestly, कि जिगीषया अस्याह, in the desire of conquering this भूमि, तो राज्य ना अपने राज्य का विस्तार करने के लिए, है ना, क्या कर रहे थे हम? जिगीषया अस्याह इतरेतर स्पृधः, we were fighting with each other kings only. In the process, what we were doing? घ्नन्तः प्रजाः स्वाहा. We were killing our own praja, ati nirghrunaha, with so much heinous way of, without gruna means compassion. Without compassion, kindness, we were killing each other's praja for the sake of our own expanding the kingdom. The Russia is the example. China is the example. The Pakistan continuously send the terrorists is an example. And in the past, the kings were like that. अपने राज्य स्थापना के लिए एक दूसरे को मारना. What is happening in Manipur now? And his whole land problem only. I know the 90% people are staying in the 10% land. 90% land are mountains. In that, those 10-20%, these people are there. These people want that land, rules are different. उसी की लड़ाई है. तो कि अस्याह जिगीषया, the desire of conquering the earth, fighting with each other, we kings got our own praja killed. Ati nirgunaha. And while this was happening, mrutyum purahatva aviganaya, not looking at all about the mrutyu, who is none other than you, in front of us only, durmadaha. Such was our mother and arrogance. एक दूसरे लड़ते लड़ते पहुंच गया हम आपके जॉज ऑफ डेथ के मुख में. See how important are these thoughts, We all had with wife fighting with wife, fighting with children, fighting with husband. अरे मरने की तरफ जा रहे हैं मैं सब करते करते. भगवान का नाम लेते लेते शरण छोड़ो तो उत्तम लोग मिलता है. Now you understand the importance of our morning evening classes, that we are reminded of the God or Guru and sadhana, Shastra. और ये भी नहीं होता तो even this time also we would have done what we were doing the other time. How again thinking about things, beings, fighting with them and destroying the mind further. I don't know about you, but I to feel so happy for Puja Gurudev's blessing, the blessing of all Rishi Munu and God, that from last more than 3.5-4 years, regularly we are having Smarana of the Lord through Shastras, which is keeping us on the track intact. Especially from last 2 years, though, every day six classes, many of the days 8 classes we had. Even then the mind is so terrible, the vasanas are so powerful, the prarabdha is so worst, that still we have not yet got the glimpse of divinity. It will happen when this prarabdha is over, not because we are doing sadhana, but because of Guru Bhagavad Krupa. There's no doubt about it. But is it not the blessed thing? Should we not feel happy and grateful to the Lord for giving us this opportunity? See the unfortunate fellows, they never attend the satsangas, casual they are. है ना, so careless, reckless regarding Bhagavad Smarana, Bhagavad Prapti, lost in the world with their own variety of egos and arrogances, that we can't even touch them to requestfully also say, भैया आ जाओ क्लास में, साथ में हम शास्त्र पढ़ेंगे. I could see this terrible arrogance in them because thousands of messages when I sent, they never responded. So then I understood key it is they're not feeling happy only. I stopped. And it was a fact that when I stopped sending message, not even one fellow replied or said, Swami, आपका message नहीं आ रहा आजकल. Then I understood, यार, I was troubling only them unnecessarily. Or they don't even deserve the message. मैंने बंद कर दिया. But you are coming regularly, few of you. See, we are one by one chapter of Bhagavata, Ramayana, Upanishad mantras, Gita, Yoga Darshanam, Prakarana Granthas, Stotras, Veda mantras, all of that. We are at least touching them, tasting them. We might be not having the deep understanding. वो भी होएगा एक दिन. Thank you. And to few of you who are there in now I don't need you also. But earlier I was having wanting some people to listen. अब मैं यूट्यूब में बोलता हूँ कि सुने ना सुने, I am happy with myself. I am remembering the God. And even this pravachana क्यों कि this responsibility is not taken, then this egoistic mind, the mind है ना इतना terrible, it will tell me like it tells everyone, everybody's mind, go and sleep. Unless we take a commitment of Shastra, we don't study it. And left to ourselves at what level we are, we know. In this Bhayankara Kaliva. So better be committed to have class every day. In my own interest. Saving. See how lucky we are that way. Don't leave. यही आपको पता हो, मेरे को तो अपना अनुभव बता रहा हूँ आपका भी. If 1200 days I had classes every day, morning, evening, afternoon, means 1200 days Bhagwan has protected from all diseases, no? नहीं तो 1200 दिन में कितने तरह की बीमारियां आकर लुढ़क सकते हैं. एक दिन भी नहीं हुआ कि क्लास कैंसल. No, who protected us? You people also. Our health is taken care. Our mind is protected by Bhagwan only out of his infinite kripa, whether we deserve or not, because we are committed. भगवान देख रहे हैं महाराज, गुरु महाराज देख रहे हैं हमारे honest, simple, pure heart. There is no ego. Need not feel that ego. भगवान आपको पाने से बढ़कर और क्या है, आपका दर्शन दिलाना है, शास्त्र पढ़ने से बढ़कर और क्या है. तो वी आर एंगेज्ड इन by your grace only, and your grace only continues to put us on this path. We will not leave your feet. Please continue blessing us to remember you through the Shastras. Shastra because a systematic explanation with logics and lot of stories to inspire us because of that. It's a systematic thing. If Shastra nahi hai, to the thinking will be erotic, erratic. It will be very erroneous and very funny it will be without any logic. So now, not that erratically, but we are studying Shastra, Bhagavat की कहानियाँ, रामायण का. देखो अध्यात्म रामायण. Systematically right from beginning up to Yuddha Kanda we have come today, we'll see Kumbhakarna Vadha. But along with that, every now and then, are we not reminded of entire Vedanta Shastra Jnana, entire Upanishad Sara? How fantastic. We are unfortunate not to have such a powerful mind, intellect to grasp and remind everything. Remember, that's okay. That will also come. But great it is. So feel happy that way. So these people are saying, ki out of the arrogance of being kings with more and more greed on the earth to capture, we were fighting with each other and were killing our own praja. कहते हैं यहाँ ग्रंथ प्रजा स्वाहा एंड अति निर्घृणा. Such a terrible, unkind, uncompassionate, cruel we were, O Raja, O Lord. And मृत्यु पुरस्त्वा अविगणय. Most important is this. कि अब आगे ही हो हमारे मृत्यु के रूप में, not caring you, we were involved only in this nonsense. How true is this wisdom? Should it not be daily discussed in parliament? लाइक इतने बूढ़े हो गए एक दूसरे के ऊपर है ना कीचड़ फेंकते हुए, देश के श्रेयस को छोड़कर लड़ रहे हो किस लिए, मरने के लिए. एक दिन all these MPs who are in the parliament after 30-40 years उनके फोटोआ भी नहीं रहेगा, नाम भी नहीं रहेगा. जैसे 30-40 पहले साल में तो वो लोग कोई है क्या. So too we are doing today. We are like nobody remembers us after few years. किस बात का एरोगेंस है बताओ. And how can we justify to go away from God, get lost? This is called as intellect becoming stronger and purer in its understanding. That intellect should guide the mind and senses, stopping them from going into the temporary binding things and turning towards the permanent liberating thing. That's called the Vasya. Bahya antakarananam samadhanam paramam tapaha. Class and yoga darshanam also. है ना? Yeah. What is that? कि ते प्रतिप्रसवहेयाः सूक्ष्माः ध्यान हेयाः. Then tomorrow we'll see the beautiful sadhanas. Slowly they come. Dhyana heya tadvruttaya. All classes are giving us such a beautiful input. And it is more dedication if you and I have for our Shastra Adhyanam. Already we are doing Adhyanam. Our dedication करने से ये ज्ञान अंदर आएगा, याद रहेगा, we live according to that knowledge and we really get the benefit also. Benefit of the dignified, matured intellect that my goal is only Lord and that I will achieve through my surrender and through my dhyana. For dhyana, I need knowledge. Therefore, I go to class and listen to the class. I study my books. And for Sharanagati, day in and day out, I am involved in my upasana, my puja and all. तो इन सब बातों में निष्ठा आ जाएगी धीरे धीरे. Then we will find the real meaning in life. Everything else appears to be meaningful, but we are living a meaningless, fruitless, useless life. Not only that, the deeds which we do in this life are going to destroy our future lives also. क्लेशां का निर्माण करते हुए जीव भाव को दृढ़ बनाकर so to the देहादि तादात्म्य बढ़ाकर we are ordering for our destructive future lives in this life by not being spiritual. Okay, now then ta eva krishna adya gabhira ramhasa duranta viryena vichalitaha shriyaha. So all those wealths and powers, okay, which made us arrogant, they alone today, O Lord Krishna, adya today, gavira ramhasa kalena bhavata tanva, by the terrible speed valley kala, which is your own body, which is your own form, by that kala, all those shri and wealth and power, because of which we were arrogant, they all were taken away. And why they are taken away? Bhavataha anukampayaha. Anukampaya, it is by your own compassion that they are all taken away from us. Oh, now what is our position? Vinashta darpaha. All our darpa, arrogance as a king, chakna chur ho gaya uska. Now, charana usmaramate. Other than remembering your charana and surrendering to that, we don't remember now anything. So where they started. Exactly, they concluded here only. What they started? We don't hate or find fault with Jarasandha for capturing us, nor we are worried about losing the kingdom because it was your Anukampa. Why? Because of arrogance of being powerful and with the greed of land more and more. We were doing such a terrible actions of killing our own people in fighting with each other, not knowing you in the form of death coming in front of us. And such you only in the Kala have blessed us by taking away all this wealth and Shri. Now we are without that arrogance, Vinashta Darpaha. हमारा सारा दर्प नष्ट हो गया शरणों स्मरामते. Now we are saluting, surrendering at your feet. See the arrogance of Pakistan when it was supported by America. आप देखो भीख मांग रहे. दर्प जो है किस बात का दर्प हमको होना है भैया. सब एक है ना, एक मूवमेंट में सब चले जाते हैं. माँ कुरु धन जन यौवन गर्वम हरति निमेषात् कालः सर्वम मायामयमिदम अखिलम दृष्ट्वा ब्रह्मपदम त्वं प्रविश विदित्वा. बिग बिग यू इन फ्रंट ऑफ आवर आईज. अगर हमको टीवी वगैरह देखनी है ना, ये वाले न्यूज चैनल्स देखो वेयर यू विल सी बिग बिग किंगडम्स एंड ऑल फॉलिंग डाउन. सीइंग दैट वी गेट द वैराग्य. एवरी कंट्री एवरीवेयर यू सी देम. अब इधर उधर क्यों देखना. इन आवर ओन कंट्री यू सी I'm really important. That's why I said a chapter जो है ना very appealing and relating to us for our inquiry prapa, so that we get vairagya from the unreal unwanted things of the world and have our vision strengthened only for spiritual sadhana and anubhuti. Now the conclusion. After such a beautiful Viveka and Vairagya, these Rajas, what are they saying and what are they asking the Lord to bless with is an exemplary thing. They say, Atha, Athaha, therefore, na Rajyam. We don't want the kingdom which are Mrugatrushna Rupitam, proved to be the mirage water only. Looks like it gives happiness and all. एक राजा का तो जीवन तो एक ये ना एक घोड़े के पूंछ के बाल से लटकता हुआ तलवार के समान होता है ना the Raja who is appearing to be seated on a simhasanam. But above him is a huge talwar lutking tied with what do you call the घोड़े के पूंछ के एक बाल जो बहुत हल्का होता है. Any time that can cut and that can fall on his neck and neck can get cut. Very powerful, you know. किस बेवकूफ को क्यों क्या थॉट आकर उस एमएलए एमपी या प्रधान किसको क्या करते नहीं पता. You are seeing in the world very dangerous बेचारे. And this money and power are such things that will divide even brother, sister, wife, husband. किसको क्या कुंद क्या आकर को क्या करेगा नहीं पता हमको. You know, no? That is said in Bhaja Govindam. Putradapi dhana bhajam vedehi. Sarvatra esha veta rede. Then why go for all that? When there is a chance of reveling in our own essential true self. Of course, it needs the effort to study Shastra, contemplate. But once these are done thoroughly, one that clicks, I am that. Thereafter, the kingly royal life. That's why this Brahma Vidya is called Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga. Clear? So they say, Atha na Rajyam Mruga Trushna Rupitam. This kingdom is a king which is like Mruga Trushna, like a mirage water. And this Rajyam as a Raja, when we do the Bhoga, how do we do the Bhoga? With what as the basis? Ki Dehena Shashvat Patata Rujam Bhava. This kingdom is enjoyed as a king with this Deha, which is Shashvat Patata. Moment by moment, it is only falling to die only. And Rujam Bhava, which is the Bhumi, the Bhumi means the earth for the birth of the Rujam, all the diseases. So रोगों के जन्म के कारण भूमि समान देह हर क्षण पतित वाले देह के तादात्म्य से हम जो राजा बनकर खुशियां मनाना चाह रहे, all of that is मृग तृष्णा. We don't want it now. So रुजाम्भुवा शश्वत पतिता देहेन उपासितव्यम मृग तृष्ण रूपितम राज्यम न स्पृहयामहे हे विभो. Oh Lord, we don't have any spruha. Here is desire for that kingdom which we enjoy, thinking that it is real, which is like a Mrugatrishna, through this body, which is full of diseases and anytime it can die. That is what again in Shiva Parada Kshamapana. Kimvananena dhanena vaji karivihi praptena rajyena kim va putra kalatra mitra pashubihi गेहेन देहेन किं ज्ञात्वैतत्क्षणभङ्गुरं सपदिरे त्याज्यं मनो दूरतः स्वात्मार्थं गुरुवाक्यतो भज भज श्रीपार्वती वल्लभम्. आयुर्नश्यति पश्यतां प्रतिदिनं याति क्षयं यौवनं प्रत्यायान्ति गता पुनर्न दिवसा कालो जगद्भक्षकः लक्ष्मीस्तोयतरङ्गभङ्गजबला विद्युच्चलं जीवितं तस्मान्मां शरणागतः शरणदः श्रीरक्तं त्वं रक्ष रक्षाधुना. Beautiful, these are the mantras. These are the ones when we remember na, that vairagya was the word भगवान को पाने की इच्छा. Then try for that sadhana. देखो भगवान को पाने की इच्छा से प्रयत्न करते हैं ना, भगवान नहीं मिले तो भी दैट इज अ गुड साधना. जगत को पाने की इच्छा से संसार में जितना जगत मिलेगा तो भी वो नुकसान ही है, बिकॉज इट्स ओनली टू बाइंड अस. The pursuit of God, even if you don't get God, it is good. The pursuit of the Jagat, if you get the Jagat, even without pursuit, if the Jagat comes, it is bad because it binds us. That was the Nachiketa style. Bina mange dhan diye, even then he said, I don't want because it will bind. I'll not give you, I'll not give you. It is said by Yamaraj about Brahmajnanam, but he said, I want that, I want that, I want that. इसलिए भक्ति ज्ञान नहीं देने पर भी भगवान से मांगते जाना चाहिए. और धन दौलत ऐश्वर्य बार बार देते रहने से आई डोंट वांट यू टू से. Who can do that? Who knows which is anitya, which is nitya? Who knows asatya and satya? Who knows which is binding and liberating, which is anatma and atma? The one who is very clear in this understanding, he alone can come out of the tempting delusion of opting for the prayers. Okay, he will not ask for it. He will ask only the shreyas. Parikshit ji could have asked somewhere, get me the amrutam, I don't want to die. He said, even if the snake will not bite me, I क्या मेरे बाप दादा ये सब मर गए हैं, कोई जिंदा होता नहीं. Give me the amrita of jnanam, by which from all birth and death cycle I will be freed. He sought that. That Bhagavatam only we are studying. So, atah na rajyam. We don't want to ask the rajyam. Mrugatrushna rupitam, which is proved to be like Mrugatrushna jalam. Then dehena shatras patata roja muva upasitavyam. That rajya which is to be enjoyed through this body which is falling every day and which is full of all the diseases. Nas prupayamahe prabho. Not only that, kriya phalam pretyacha karna rochanam. So we don't want to do the kriyas of the yajna, yaga, havana, homa, of which Pretya having did, the great results are made to be heard by us in the ears, which are rochanam to our ears. Karna rochana मतलब कान को खुश करने वाले, अगले जन्म में मिलने वाले स्वर्ग आदि भोग, जिसके लिए इस जन्म में lot of kriya we have to do, we are not interested in that also. So इह स्वर्ग भोगेषु इच्छा राहित्यम. दृष्टा अनुश्रविका विषय वितृष्टस्य वशीकार संज्ञा. अपर वैराग्यम से these rajas have got. तद वैराग्यम जिहासाया दर्शन श्रवणादिभिः देहादि ब्रह्म पर्यन्ते ही अनित्य भोग वस्तुनि. See how spashtam, how wonderful these shlokas. We don't want it. Then what do you want, my dear kings? They are saying, Tam naha samadhisha upayam. O Lord, to all of such we who have got vairagya now, we don't want this worldly sukha bhoga, not the other world. To such as samadhisha upayam, samyak adisha upayam. Please order to us the upaya. Upaya for what? Yena, by which te charanabjayoho smriti yatha na viramed api samsaratamiha. How long we have samsara, this life and other, because of our prarabdha, we don't know. With all that samsara happening, by that technique by which we don't forget your feet, give us that upayam. See the clarity of them? Tam naha samadhisha upayam yena te charanabhyoho smritir yatha na virametu api samsarata. Outside world way, wherever we are placed, but our bhakti at your charana, our smriti of your charana should not be forgotten. Please give us the upaya. Your upaya is blessing only. ठीक है नहीं, स्मरण करने का उपाय क्या है? स्मरण ही करना है, तो उसके लिए ब्लेस करो. Then saying so, one of the very, very famous shloka, which is read everywhere, chanted everywhere, these rajas who were captured by Jarasandha, thereafter released by Krishna, they have sung this shloka. Authority is Bhagavatam. What is that shloka? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranata Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Same thing in Venkateshwara shloka, it is added. Om Namo Venkateshaya Purushaya Mahatmane Pranata Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So the second line is common. So they say Krishnaya, to Lord Krishna, Vasudevaya, who is son of the Vasudeva, or the Lord who is all permeating, Haraye The one who's Hari, Haranat Hari, Harateti Hari, who takes away all our ignorance and dukkha, Parama Atmane, who is the Supreme Self in the heart of everyone, Pranata Klesha Nashaya, the one who removes avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, klesha, when we surrender to him. ईश्वर प्रणिधानाद्वा, देखो क्लेशों की बात हो रही है ना. प्रणत क्लेश नाशाय गोविंदाय, to that Govinda, the Lord of senses are the cows and all. Namo Vayam Namaha, Namo Namaha. We are again and again we are saluting. Beautiful, na? Now let us chant this mantra 11 times with all the meaning which we have heard so far, keeping in mind, bringing that feeling of genuine vairagya and asking the Lord to give us Nitya Bhagavad Charanaravindha Smarana and then Tattva Dhyana, then the Atmanubhuti. We want only that. Don't, even if we ask, oh Lord, don't give us the worldly bhoga, because they take us away from you and put us in such a dal keychad of worldliness that we have to trouble you to come all the way to help us. देखो भगवान को ना कपट ब्राह्मण वेश लेना पड़ा इन राजाओं के कारण. A bhakta never troubles the God. What is the trouble bhakta gives to God? That for the sake of the bhakta, the Bhagavan has to come down as an avatar. And why will it happen? It will happen because bhakta has fallen in some danger or risk. When will he fall in danger or risk? Only when he is identified with upadhi and wants some things of the world. And in the pursuit of that, he is lost in the worldliness. Then he prays to God. तो इसलिए भगवान के वास्ते कम से कम हमको वैराग्य रखना है. Otherwise, through raga dvesa, we do some nonsense. We are put in some naraka or dukkha. Then we have to beg the Lord, आओ बचाओ. बेचारे भगवान को अलग अलग अवतार हमारे लेके आना पड़ता है. You know that Krishna Bhakta story I told you long back. That lady handling a talwar in the हाथ घूम रही है वो. Terrible she was. Somebody asked, what is this talwar in the hand? She says, I'm just looking for that stupid fellow. If I catch him, na, I'll cut his head and kill. किसको हो, कौन है वो राक्षस जिसको मारना चाहते? बोलते राक्षस का पता नहीं, वो तो राक्षस से भी यूजलेस है वो. Who is he? बताओ तो सही. Then she said, वो है ना वो अर्जुन, उसको पकड़ कर मैं काट डालूंगी मार. That fellow asked her person, why? How come he's a Naranarayan Miyak hai, तो एक अर्जुन है, धर्म संस्थापक है. However you think, what धर्म संस्थापक stupid fellow, he made my Lord Krishna as a charioteer to drive his रथ. क्या खुद वो युद्ध में मर गया, उसको तो क्या नुकसान होता हो? अपने जान बचाने के लिए, राज्य पाने के लिए उसने भगवान को चैरिटियर बनाया. सारथी मेरे भगवान को, विश्व के भगवान को इसका मान लूंगा मैं. Is it not for the sake of Arjuna, Krishna had to come down to the level of the Sarathi? See, this one type of thinking, one angle of thinking to come to one understanding. Don't generalize it. Don't bring any other logics, etc., which defeat this most sweet thinking. कभी कभी जीतने के लिए हारना होता है. No, Bhagavan only for dharma samsthapana, he knows everything. He only has chosen to be the charioteer of the Arjuna. अरे वो सब लाओगे तो ये मजा चला जाएगा इधर. That we should be so careful that the Guru and God should not be troubled for us. Like the husband at home, we should be careful. If he is addicted to the drinks and drugs and cigarette, इसका तबीयत इतना खराब होगा बेवकूफ का. Wife and children have to suffer for him. For their sake, he should stop all that if it has got them. So the children. When the vehicle is given, आराम से drive करो, go to the college को come. If he rough and tough drives 140, accident होएगा तो कितनी दुख हो जाएगा घर में पिता माता को. Is it not? लेकिन हम भी ऐसे सोच सकते हैं. मैं ऐसा सोचूं कि मैं तबीयत खराब कर ली, फिर क्लास नहीं किया, तो unnecessarily people will become happy. Why should I make them happy? I should think like that. And what you should think, if you spoil your health for some reason or unnecessarily give your appointment to somebody, and if you are not seen by me in front of me, how much dukhi I become. Thinking that you should have. Wonderful. So let us chant this mantra 11 times. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatakleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Haraye Paramatmane Pranatakleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. What is the thought should be maintained? O Lord, may we not seek anything other than you. Anything seeking will be lost in problems, and to save us, you have to come as an avatara and travel yourself. May we not do that one. Let may we seek you and reach you and serve you only. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः 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 कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. We always ask, what sadhana was this shloka you chant throughout the day? No other upadesha required. In this Krishna, by saying so, we are attracted towards him. By saying Vasudeva, we are trying to see him every day, everywhere with as a bhakti. Haraye, because he is the remover, Harana, of the all avidya. Parama Atmane, he is giver of the Parabrahma to us. And Pranata Kleshanashaya, en route, whatever the avidya, Rag, Desha, Binishadi, yoga kleshas are there, or other kleshas are there of sadhana, the one who is remover of. Pranata Kleshanashaya, and Govindaya, he is a protector of all our personality by molding it towards himself. Namo Namaha, may we experience him. All meanings of all yogas are in this shloka are there. तो इसको पढ़ते जाओ, बस बैठे आराम से. बंद टीवी बंद, सेल फोन बंद, लाइट बंद, फैन लगाओ, थोड़ा सा दरवाजा खोलो, आराम से कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरे परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. While saying so, please remove my bahyabhyantara kleshas. Get me detached from Upadi. May I discover my identity with you, O Lord. करते जाओ, because we have the Upanishadic Jnanam as background. Wonderful it is. Now to this what Bhagavan has replied, though we chanted today, our time has been spent for this, tomorrow we will enjoy. उतना ही सुमधुर भगवान के जो उपदेश होंगे कल हम उसको देखेंगे. सर्वं कृष्णार्पणम्. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय. ओम ओम नीलमेघ श्याम कृष्ण नित्य मोहन कृष्ण बालगोपाल कृष्ण भव्य मंगलम वेणुगानलोल कृष्ण वेदांत वेद्य नवनीत चोर कृष्ण नित्य मंगलम भक्त जनाधार कृष्ण परम दयावार्धि कृष्ण मुक्ति संदायक कृष्ण मूर्ति मंगलम गीतामृतदात कृष्ण परम योगीश कृष्ण पार्थ सारथि रूप कृष्ण सर्वमंगलम राम सर्वमंगलम सद्गुरु सदत्र सूर्योपासना चंद्रतारकमेव नारायणाय देवासुराय दासुराय नमो ब्रह्मादेव मंगलम श्री कुरुक्षेत्र दक्षिणात्मासाय मंगलम गुरुदेवाय मणिपुरात्मने ओम व्यासाय विष्णुपाय व्यासरूपाय नमो ब्रह्मदेवादिष्टाय योगींद्राय नमस्तस्मै शुकाय ब्रह्मरूपिणे संसार सर्वनष्टमेषा. और श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वेदव्यास शुकदेव सूतादि भागवताचार्य की जय. श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सतुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक गण की जय. Thank you, friends. Om. Mhm. What happened? Thank you. Come in 2 minutes for the study of Adhyatma Ramayana. Let us finish Kumbhakarna today. Try.